Hey Wayside students, I'm Ronald. I'm the middle school pastor at the 410 campus, and if you're new to this area, this is our YouTube channel. Welcome, and we're glad you're here. Honestly, we want to use this place as an area where we can answer questions that you might have, things that you want to come and ask Tim or Cameron or I about, and maybe we don't have a time to get to it right at that moment, but maybe we could address it a little bit later. Look around, explore. If you even want to, share a video with a friend if you guys are maybe talking about it. That way you can have something to talk about and can base your conversation off something. Today I want to just say one quick thing, and it's something that I've been thinking about like in my own personal life, and something I hope that you might consider as well. And here's what I want to challenge you with today. Know yourself. Like, know who you are. Now that's a big challenge for some people, because if you're like me, you just kind of like live your life and you do things, you jump from one activity to the next or one thing to the next thing, and you don't spend a lot of time reflecting. And I've been trying to, over the last couple months, reflect and know a bit more about myself. And it's not supposed to be a selfish thing. This is actually trying to honor God, because the reality is God made you. God made me. One of my favorite verses in the Bible is Psalm 139, 13 through 14. It says, "For it was you who created my inward parts. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I'll praise you because I've been remarkably and wondrously made. Your works are wondrous, and I know this very well." This is David praising God because God made him. He's praising God because God knows him. The reality is that God made you, and he made you specifically the way that he did. There were no accidents. He didn't mess up while he was creating you. He didn't look away and get distracted and then go, "Oh no, I gave this person anxiety." Like, God made you. So when you get to know yourself, you're actually honoring God's creation. When you get to know how God made you and what your triggers are, what your tics are, what your habits are, when you get to know why you think the way that you think, it begins to honor God and the creation that he made, you. But when you also get to know yourself, it helps, because it means you can prepare for trials. If you know you struggle in one certain sin, and this is just a part of who you are, and this sin seems to really fit you as a person, and you struggle with this sin, by getting to know yourself, you can prepare yourself to face these trials. If you know this sin is going to be a constant struggle for you, or if it has been a constant struggle for you, getting to know yourself allows yourself to prepare for the trial of facing that sin. And that's a good thing. It means that as you go and pray and ask God to help you, as you ask the Holy Spirit to give you the patience, the strength, the ability to overcome this sin, you will also look at yourself and know, oh, am I going down the same road I've been down many times? Because I know myself, I've looked at myself, I've introspected. This is a good thing for you to do. And then last, when you know yourself, you can push yourself. Just because you don't like talking to people doesn't give you a pass for sharing the gospel with people. But if you know, I don't like talking to people, but I see someone over here and I feel like I'm supposed to go and talk to them, you can know that that's coming from God. God is pushing you and trying to get you outside of your comfort zone and trying to help you obey his command of sharing the gospel with the people that we run into. Or maybe you love talking to people and you talk to everyone, but you know that when Jesus comes up, you get uncomfortable. You don't feel as outgoing as you normally would be. When you know yourself, you can push yourself, you can challenge yourself better, and you can help yourself obey God's commands to us more. So that's my encouragement for you today, students. Know yourself. Maybe that means you take an internet quiz and figure out your Myers-Briggs, or you figure out your Enneagram number, or maybe you just ask some friends and say, hey, do I Do I have some tics about me, some habits that maybe you see that I don't? Could you help me kind of know myself a little better? I think you'll do good because you'll be honoring God's creation, you'll be preparing yourself for trials, and you'll be able to push yourself further than you thought you could have gone in the first place. My name's Ronald, guys. Y'all have a great day.